You may have seen him in Game of Thrones or on Jeopardy, or just know him on a football field winning MVPs. His name is Aaron Rodgers, and we are pleased to have him on Sports Seriously. So thank you so much, Aaron, for joining us.
You got it. Thank you.
So you're with us on behalf of USA Today Sports Awards, the high school sports awards. So why did you want to be involved with the program?
High school was an important time for me. There's some really impressionable years in there. And in those years, I find a lot of incredible memories that I've taken with me my entire life. There's years of development, and not just physical development, confidence, self-esteem, relationship skills you learn in high school that are so important. So there's just a lot of really cool moments, and I love kind of that the energy of the high school student. It's just the zest for life and excitement about the future.
If you were to go back in time and give your high school self some piece of advice, what would it be? I feel like for me, it'd definitely be like chill out on the mascara and the eyeliner. But
I don't know. I was caught between kind of two cliques in high school. I was not cool enough to be in the cool crew, even though I was starting quarterback, and then not quite nerdy enough to totally nerd out with the nerd crew. So I was kind of right in the middle. But I think in high school we all worry a little bit too much about things that aren't that important, and the idea of being popular, being in the popular crew is you look back and you kind of laugh about how much time you spent, whether for you on your mascara, or for me, like, what am I going to do to impress like the good looking girl, or to impress the like group that I want to hang out with this weekend, so maybe just, not worry about that stuff that much, because none of that really matters at this point.
So moving on to week one, you all have a big game against the Saints, and unfortunately due to Hurricane Ida, I know the game will now be played in Jacksonville, but NFL Network's Ian Rappaport recently released that the Saints actually consider your individual record in Florida and plane ticket prices for Green Bay fans to get to Jacksonville to play the game. So do you actually have issues playing in Florida? I'm curious, because that's what they took into consideration apparently. I don't know if you saw that yet.
I don't know that I've beaten Tampa Bay in Tampa yet. I think I've played there 3 times and haven't won, and actually gotten hurt 2 of the 3 times. But definitely have won in Miami before, and definitely have won in Jacksonville. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to refute any report from Ian Rappaport. Him and Schefter's do a good job of, using their sources to get some information. But, I'll tell you what, we're not complaining about anything. We got to play the Saints last year in the Superdome with like 750 fans. It's been tough to win at. I mean, that was the first time we won there. They got great fans, and we beat them by a touchdown, but it was a back and forth game, and it would have been a little different probably with a little more crowd noise. And so to open the season again at the Superdome, I know Drew's not there anymore, but it's still a crazy environment, and to play somewhere else on a neutral site definitely takes some of that home field advantage away. So whatever it is, if they think Florida is better for them, that's fine. We'll go to Florida and play.
And you guys also have a big game against Mahomes and the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. A lot of people have compared Mahomes' game to yours, saying you guys are not afraid to kind of break the rules, get out the pocket, improvising, etc. Is there any validity in that?
I see similarities. I love watching him play. I think he's a super talented player. I enjoy the person too. I've got to know him a little bit, mostly at our State Farm shoots while we're trying to figure out how to act in some of these commercials. But I think he's a real good young kid. He's got his good head on his shoulders. I love the way he plays. He does things that I've done for a long time. Extended plays, but being able to throw different platforms in the pocket, out of the pocket. He's got obviously a fantastic arm, and he's been adding to his resume year after year. Obviously got a great guy pulling the trigger for the next, I think he signed like a 20-year, $8 billion contract. So
pretty much.
Be there for a while.
Looking back at your last game, the 2020 NFC Championship game, we all saw the images and the visuals of you walking off the field. Did you think in that moment that it was going to be your last one as a Packer? And kind of how do you feel now compared to the way you felt back in January when it comes to your place on the Packers? I know you told Peter King around this time last year that you thought 2020 could be your last season in Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily when I walked off the field that I was thinking that was my last time walking off the field as the Packers starter. There was a lot of disappointment and frustration in that moment, knowing we'd come so far, had such a great season, and this was the end. There's a finality in the NFL when things end, whether it's a game, a season, or a career. That's kind of it. The off season gave me a great perspective on what's important and what I want to, where I want to be at mentally moving forward. And I feel like I'm very clear and excited about this season, and I can't wait to finally play some meaningful games.
As you know, fans in 2021, they'll be back in full in stadiums. How do you think that fans perceived this summer? And I mean that in a good way too. Like, what do you hope that your lasting impact is on them? What have Packers fans meant to you kind of over the years?
I hope they've never questioned my dedication to the team, because I played through a lot of pain and agony just to represent the organization the right way. I understand, all their opinions, and I don't have a problem with them. I don't take anything they said negatively personal. I hope they never doubt my commitment to the organization. And this was really about wanting to make an impact in things moving forward in a better way. I think if I can just put a bow on this statement, the Green Bay Packers were founded in 1919. They're going to keep on going on long after I'm done. And I'm just a small blip in the history of the franchise. I totally understand that. But while I'm here, I want to have an impact on my team in a positive way. And that is extremely important to me. And I hope the fans can appreciate that, because it's rooted in my deep love for this region, for this city, for the organization, and for my teammates and coaches and fans.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to watch more sports seriously, be sure to check out these clips right here. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the great content from us here at USA Today Sports.